I came across a Reddit confession last week that stopped me in my tracks. A coach had written, "I've tried niches, content funnels, freebies, still crickets. Do I need to be a content creator now instead of a coach?" And I thought to myself, I bet you think you've got your niche sorted, don't you? You can rattle off exactly who you help and what you do. But here's the thing. If you're still feeling invisible in this crowded coaching market, your problem isn't your niche, it's your positioning. This is where it all begins. So let's go. Welcome coaches, I'm Jackie Appleby, online business manager, business coach, and your guide on this journey towards not just building a successful coaching business, but creating a transformative one. You want to grow your coaching business while leading your best life. And I'm here to share tips, tricks, and strategies to make that dream achievable. With years of experience in the coaching industry, I've helped countless coaches move from feeling completely overwhelmed and chaotic to calm and thriving using my Coach to CEO framework. So if you feel like you're ready to transform your business, then you are in the right place, my friend. So let's talk about why brilliant coaches are feeling invisible. I recently met a coach who perfectly illustrates this problem. She's absolutely brilliant at what she does. Genuinely transformative with her clients. But when I looked at her online presence, I actually had to ask her, what exactly are you coaching? I mean, I could see that she was a coach, but I couldn't see clearly the transformation that she helps with or what her expertise is. Her digital footprint was a mix of leadership development, executive coaching, performance optimization, workplace wellness, and she introduced herself to me as a stress management coach. Now, here's the thing. She's not confused about her work. She knows exactly what she does, and she's bloody good at it. When I asked her to describe her ideal client, she nailed it. But to the outside world, she's like a Swiss Army knife. Everyone knows it's a quality tool that does loads of things. But when you need to open a wine bottle, you don't think, oh, I'll grab my Swiss Army knife. You reach for an actual corkscrew, unless it's a screw top. This coach does not have a niche problem. She has a positioning problem. And if you're feeling invisible despite having a clear niche, I'd bet money that you've got the same issue. So here's what I mean, and this is something that I've been banging on about for years. There's a massive difference between having a niche and having what I call niche positioning. Many coaches think that they've sorted their niche because they can say things like, I help burned out executives, or I work with entrepreneurs who want better work-life balance. But that's just demographic targeting. That's not positioning. Real niche positioning is the intersection of who you serve, how you uniquely serve them, why your approach is different, and the way in which you deliver and operate your business. It's about owning your unique approach so clearly that when someone has that specific problem, they think of you, not just a coach who works with people like me. Because here's the coaching reality that most business advice completely misses. As coaches, we know that once we're in a session with a client, the coaching goes in whatever direction it needs to go in, right? That burned out executive might need to unpack their perfectionism, their boundaries, their leadership style, their relationship with money, all sorts of things. But here's the thing. They didn't hire you for your full range of abilities. They hired you because they had one specific problem, and you positioned yourself as the person who gets that problem. Think about it this way. You might be brilliant at helping people with confidence, career transitions, relationship issues, and time management. But people don't wake up thinking, I need a coach who does 4 different things. They wake up thinking, I'm drowning in overwhelm and I need someone who understands what that feels like for someone in my situation. Your positioning gives them that clear entry point. Once you're working together, the coaching naturally unfolds to address whatever emerges. But they have to have a compelling reason to reach out first. whether that's booking a discovery call, sending you a DM, or filling out your contact form. And this is where a lot of coaches get it backwards. They think having clear positioning limits them. But what if someone needs help with something else? What if I get bored only talking about one thing? What if I'm missing out on clients? Rubbish. That is the definition of FOMO, and fear is not how you create a thriving coaching business. Clear positioning actually gives you more freedom, not less. When your positioning is sharp, the right clients find you for the right reasons. You get to do the coaching work you absolutely love because people are coming to you already aligned with your strengths and interests. That coach I mentioned, once we clarified her position, let's say she becomes known as the coach who helps high-performing leaders prevent burnout without sacrificing results. She'll still use all her skills. She'll still work with mindset, wellness, performance, all of it. But now her ideal clients know exactly why they should work with her instead of the other 1,000 coaches out there. And here's the beautiful irony. When you stop trying to be everything to everyone, you actually become visible to the people who matter. This is why that Reddit confession hit me so hard. The coach was asking if they needed to become a content creator. But the real question should have been, am I clear enough in my positioning that when I do show up, people immediately get what I'm about? Because here's what I've learned working with coaches who've gone from invisible to unavoidable. It's not about posting more content. It's about being more intentional with the content that you do create. When your positioning is crystal clear, you don't need to be everywhere all the time. You don't need to be churning out daily posts hoping something sticks. You can show up with 1 or 2 really thoughtful pieces that demonstrate your unique perspective, and people will remember you. That's the difference between being a Swiss Army knife gathering dust in the drawer and being the tool that people immediately reach for when they need what you do best. So if you're feeling invisible despite all your extra efforts, stop asking, how can I create more content? And start asking, how can I own my unique positioning so clearly that when I do show up, there's no question about what I stand for. That is where real transformation happens for you and for the clients that you're meant to serve. So now that you've listened to me, what's one thing you realize you need to clarify about your own position? Are you more like the Swiss Army knife than you'd care to admit? If you're feeling brave, let me know in the comments below. I read every single one and I'd love to hear what clicked for you. And if this resonated, make sure you're subscribed because we're diving deep into the practical side of building coaching businesses that actually work for the people running them. I'll see you in the next one.